Yo, Tiz,
What's happening?
a lot of shit's happened in the week, you know.
Yeah, man, it's been a busy week, innit?
A lot of shit's happened. Basically, young Philly being arrested, that was the big one.
That's mad, innit? 2024 is mad.
Gus
2024, like Cut Williams said,
everything's obviously Diddy and then now Philly.
Mad, innit?
You know the thing with the Philly situation, yeah, you know when I first heard the Philly situation,
Yeah.
I didn't want to believe it.
Same.
Gussum, I didn't want to believe it.
Same.
And still part of me is thinking, is it true?
Yeah. It's a sensitive topic because...
And you can't, you know, especially with how the culture is online nowadays.
Yeah.
You've got to be very careful with what you say, because then people will twist it and say, oh, you're justifying rape.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Because in this like the 21st century, the internet era and stuff, and in the past, a lot of women have come out and said that they've been essayed and stuff, but it's turned out to be false. However,
bro, how many football players have been?
That's what I'm saying.
You know, it's happened to the highest football players, like flipping what's his name, Ronaldo as well. There was a case a couple of years ago about Ronaldo, from back in the day. So hotel rooms and women, and that. Okay. And obviously, you know, when you're in a position of money and power like that, you're gonna meet all sorts of kind of women. And as a guy, young guy, you're just gonna do what you have to do.
Yeah.
And we obviously with Ronaldo, this was an ongoing case now. I mean, it's all been dropped and stuff, so clearly it didn't happen.
Right.
But I don't know, man. Like
I don't want, like I said, like from day one, I don't want to believe it. I think something's happened, whatever. But
you just
when you sit down, you can't just say that. Oh, it's not happened.
Yeah, there's a chance. It's the way we're looking at it, it's a 50-50, innit?
Yeah.
50-50.
That's why we have courts, innit? That's why we have law and order and shit.
The thing is, there's been so many women that have come out and done stuff like this. What's to say? Like, obviously, we were saying earlier that before we saw like certain evidences and stuff, we were saying that about young Philly, that after his show, right, he met a bird and he took her back to the hotel. I can't for 1 second imagine that she was gonna go back for some tea and crumpets and shit. She knew exactly what she was going back for. She knew that she was gonna they were gonna have a night. That's one thing. So her intentions were to go back to have some courtship with young Philly.
Yeah, of course.
Now we don't know what happened behind closed doors. She might have turned around and said, you know what, I'm not feeling this, I want to go, and then he must have just shut the door and said, no, you're not going. And then, or the other side, where she must have been fully on it, happily, until after the whatever happened, and then she could have turned around as she went and said, I can make a bit of money out of this. You just don't know, innit?
When I first heard of it, like, I didn't believe it, first of all. Then it sunk in. I was like, you know what? Like, she's a girl. It must have happened. No girl would ever say that she got essayed for jokes.
But you'd be surprised.
At the same time, when you start reading the comments, like, people are like, well, this day and age, people do just use it for clout.
Yeah, they do. I not personally, but I do know of some cases where even just like not non-famous people in and around our areas, Blackburn, Preston, Bolton, this, that, Manny, where some cases where girls have done this, but it's a small number. Small number.
That's the problem. Like, we hold on to that small number, the minority, and then the people that do actually go through it, the women that do actually go through
it, ruins it for them, because then the world is sat here saying, on the small minority that did do it and faked it, now it's, you know, no one else is taking these laws seriously. Wait, I mean, it could even look, the way I think of it was, at first we didn't want to believe it, and we were finding excuses, bro. We were messaging on WhatsApp. He seems like
a sick guy.
I know.
He's a sick guy.
But then, like Chunk said in his video, he goes, you just don't know what happens behind closed doors.
True.
And it's true, you know, someone can be one way in front of you, and then next thing you know, he's a rapist. The thing is, at first we were denying it. Do you remember we on the group and stuff? We were like, no, it didn't happen.
Not a chance.
And then our missus were like, listen, you guys need to shut the f-.
Yeah, you just don't know.
You just don't know.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like I went into a rabbit hole, the young FILLY rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And slowly people are starting to bring out certain things. I don't want to.
I don't want to out of context. All the videos, all the things, the clips, this, that, the other.
I know.
I think they're bringing it out of context,
like
man.
even certain things. I don't know.
That's every horny guy, innit, man? Come on. How many? Like the teenagers now, bro. Like, I mean, obviously he's older, but still like early 20s or whatever, mid 20s ish. People are still like just want to do it and just say the dumbest things. They don't mean anything of it.
That okay, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I get that. But and you live and learn as you go on.
Yeah.
Thingy. So there was someone, you know the girl that's doing the accusations. Her friend came out and said that it was all, she's done this to a few other rappers as well.
Oh shit.
She's done it to a few other rappers around London. And so there's 4 counts of grape and SA. There's 4 counts by the same woman on the same guy. I don't know if there's any other accusations from any other girls on young FILLY. If there is, then that doesn't help his case. But if there isn't, and this one girl is doing it to young FILLY 4 times, and she has a history of doing it to other rappers, that says something there. That's not to say that it didn't happen. You just don't know. Like a few people have said, we're just gonna have to sit back and wait for this and see what happens.
But even these boys, like, I get it.
I was just gonna say,
I understand why they can't say anything.
You know.
But at the same time, God forbid if between me and you something happened, I wouldn't care about like the court stuff. I want to keep quiet and wait for everything to fall. Like, straight up, no, I don't fucking believe it. Fuck it.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Something
like, personally,
came out, came out, we'd like let's say there's one of our friends as well, and something happened to come out, an accusation or something. And we obviously in the public eye, now that person's in the public eye doing that. I would genuinely turn around and say, look, if at the time I didn't believe it, I would turn. But all of his boys, they've just stayed quiet, man. Everyone that he's worked with, bro, he's lost Foot Asylum, he's lost
JD.
Everything that he was doing, bro. He's lost it all. Now check this out. If he's innocent,
his name's tarnished.
If he's innocent, I personally think all of the contracts that have been cancelled, he should be put back onto his contract with a better salary.
Yeah.
With a better salary. Plus, the woman that, if she's found to be lying and stuff, she should get the same sentence,
bro. Yeah, he was looking at. 100%.
He was looking at what, 15 years or something?
Fucking hell.
That's what one of the videos
that's
I saw.
Insane.
She should get it.
100%.
But on the other hand, if he is found guilty,
then throw the book straight.
Slap him in jail, 15 years or however long they decide. But it's mad.
Australian jails, Australian court system, basically favours women more than actual men. That's what I've heard.
It's
more pushed towards women.
Yeah, but then that's like ours as well, isn't it? It's like
no. It's different because they believe everything the woman says. Like apparently, if you're a woman and you go to the police station saying I've been whatever, they won't ask any other questions. They'll go arrest the guy.
Flipping neck.
The other thing is, so okay, this is what happened, right? So her friend, whatever happened that night happened, right? She called her friend for an Uber or something because she couldn't afford it or some shit, yeah. So when you're calling, if something's happened to you like that, and imagine if I was a girl, you were a girl, I called you. The first thing that I would say to you is, this is what happened.
Yeah, she didn't say anything.
She didn't say anything to one of her closest friends. Straight away, bro, are you dumb? That's human nature to like, something horrible happens to you. You want to talk. You want to tell someone close to you.
Every time I ring you and something happens, hey, yo, Tish, I don't forget the pleasantries. What you say? It's just, yo, Tish, this happened.
Yeah,
you know.
That's what I don't understand either. Because if it happened, you're gonna be in shock.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Look, we're gonna have to sit and wait this.
Inshallah, man. Whatever happens, happens.
I hope that the true justice system comes out.
Needs better boys. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, I'm not taking anything away from them boys like Chunks and all them.
HP and all the,
But come on, man, like.
I know, speaking mind,
you
innit?
need to look after
They all
your
care about
friends.
their own money, and that's the problem.
That's it. If they genuinely sit there and they don't believe that he did it, then say,
say
I don't
bro.
believe he did it. If they genuinely sit there and believe that he did it, then say, look, you know what?
The possibility could have happened.
We're not going to sit here and say free young Philly and all that because we don't know yet.
I hope he hasn't done shit, and hopefully she's the one who's made all this bullshit up for him.
That would be the scenario that we would want.
Yeah.
That I could imagine that there's girls out there and some men as well that would turn around and say, no, I hope that the scenario that comes out of the end game is that he is guilty. So it just depends on, look, we like young Philly. We think he's a good
character, man.
Yeah. So 100%. We don't want this to be true. But there's people out there that don't like young Philly, and they would turn around and justifiably say, we hope it's true because we don't like him and we want him to, because, you know, whatever.
Now the allegation has come on and it's on his name now.
It's going to stick
with him for the rest of his life, bro.
It's like this footballer called Mason Greenwood. Yeah, I don't know too much about the situation, but apparently he's still playing football. Apparently he was done for, he's a United player and he was done a couple of years ago for rape against his girlfriend and stuff. Okay. And there's video recording. Okay. Not video, audio recording. But he's still playing football somewhere. I think he's playing in Turkey somewhere or something.
Really?
But he's not been arrested. He's not been put into jail or nothing. So that clearly shows that nothing came out of it.
So he went to court.
And they must have found him not guilty and just carried. So he's not in prison or nothing. He's not had to pay. From what I know. I mean, the actual story could be different. But the fact that he's not in jail. Yeah. He's never been in jail. And he's back out playing football with a license again. Clearly shows that he's fine. It's just that none of the big teams want him now. Names on him because his name's been tarnished.
Bro, Young Philly has lost so much money. Like he basically, one of his videos hit 40 million, like 20 versus one. That woman, sidemen, 20 women and one him. That had 20 million views, 40 million views, and they got rid of it.
That just tells you, innit, that, you know, when shit hits the fan,
no one's there for you, bro.
No one's there for you.
No one's there.
No one's there for you.
Honestly, it's the worst thing ever, bro.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Sure.